Okay, we're ready.
Perfect. All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's Mayor Manager meeting for Wednesday, August 28th. Online with me is Executive Assistant Krista Gravy, Mayor Pro Tem Joe Anderson, Deputy City Clerk Sarah Harkness, City Manager Shawn Lewis, City Clerk Stephanie Carlisle, City Attorney Tamara Niles, and Deputy City Manager Tim Dodd. Shawn, do you want to kick us off?
Sure. We'll start with September 3rd. We have a resolution presenting sufficiency and setting ballot title for initiated charter amendments. Resolution presenting sufficiency, charter amendment for the November election. So one is for vacancies on council, one is for direct elective mayor. Then executive session on real estate matters related to city center, CB 35 purchase of water Nevada ditch water rights, CB 36 agreements and easements with Southwest Metropolitan Water and Sanitation District. That is for utility crossings. An IGA with RTD partnership program funding for Inglewood shuttle services. Ordinance approving an amendment to the IGA or Intergovernmental Joint Cooperation Agreement and Home Consortium Agreement between Arapahoe County and various cities related to Community Development Block Grant and Home Investment Partnership Program. And thoughts on that for consent? This is actually...
I say yes. We do it every year, but you know what? On occasion, it does get pulled. I would still say yes at the moment.
Okay. It's just a change in one of the cities. We're removing Greenwood Village from the program. Not us.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah. Okay.
And then an IGA between Inglewood and EDDA with regard to shared digital accessibility resources. Arapahoe County E911 in the city of Inglewood for use of a backup communication center, and an IGA with Arapahoe County accepting a grant for phase 3 at Bates Logan Park.
Okay. Cool.
Thoughts? Questions?
No questions. No.
Moving on to September 16th, we have a resolution for PFAS settlement. I think we put a previous one of these on consent. Thoughts on this one?
Did we skip September 9th?
Oh, apologies, we did. September 9th, we have a review of city right-of-way code potential provisions to protect citizens, drivers, and transportation and traffic calming. Questions on those?
No, I was going to say, Shawn, is it possible, we'll probably talk about it later, to put the homelessness discussion on the 9th as well?
Yeah, I think we could.
Okay. All right, no questions on those two items, though.
All right. Now moving on to September 16th, we have the PFAS settlement with a question about consent.
Joe, how do you feel about that, putting it on consent? I know we've talked about it.
I wouldn't put it on consent.
Right, I was thinking the same thing. Leave it off consent.
Okay. Sorry about the echo. Sticking with the 16th, we've got recognition of Police Chief Sam Watson for his contributions to the city of Inglewood. Public hearing on the 2025 budget. Motion to approve settlement agreement with American Striping Harvey Construction. Contract for services renewal for on-call water main repairs and replacement. Electrical, instrumentation, and controls contract renewals. Santa Fe Park easements and agreements. An IGA with the city of Inglewood and Arapahoe County for the South Metro Enterprise Zone subzone. Ordinance providing forfeiture of vehicles used in organized drag racing events. CB amending Inglewood Municipal Code, adopting Bob's Rules of Order. Approval of Charge Ahead Colorado IGA. Thoughts on consent for that one?
I would say yes to that one.
Oh. Sorry, I just realized I somehow turned my speakers off. I hope.
No, we heard
Is everybody
everything.
hearing me?
Yeah. Can you hear us, Shawn?
Yes, I can hear you now. Thoughts on consent?
I say yes.
Okay, what about lead reduction program code changes?
I would say no to that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then creation of a hookah license business license, amendment to municipal code regarding maximum penalties to align with state law. Any questions there?
No questions.
All right, September 23rd, EDDA proposed 2025 budget, August 2024 monthly financial report, update to Inglewood Forward Comprehensive Plan, City of Inglewood Age-Friendly Plan, Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment Backflow Program update with CDPHE Director of Water Quality Control Division, Nicole Rowan. Approval of, any questions on those?
No.
October 7th, we have approval of 2025 Downtown Development Authority, 2024 Model Traffic Code Adoption, 2025 Budget Ordinances first reading. Is this the right budget?
No, I was going to say, I think that should be our budget. Well, oh, there it is. It's the 7th. No, that is right.
Yeah, I think we have ARPA, but I'm talking about were we wanting one more session on this before the public hearing?
No, because I think what we discussed was on the 9th was where Victor was going to talk about, on the 9th, Victor was going to talk about traffic calming, and then potentially there, it may change the CIP or just some of the items, potentially. But no, the following week after that is the public hearing. So I don't think that there's a need for another session.
Gotcha. All right. Moving on to October 14th, you have the golf master plan for Broken T Golf Course. Public hearing, October 21, public hearing, home occupations, natural medicines, remote site telemetry upgrades, city ditch piping project, construction contract, Denver Water Interconnect construction, Allen Water Treatment Plant, electrical site improvements, optimal source instrumentation and controls contract, utilities design standards and code changes, and for the 28th of October, monthly financial report.
Okay, cool. And we already talked about at least one of the parking lot items.
Yeah, on
Cool.
the combined retirement boards, I know Tamara asked last week, but do you or Tim have any updates on when we might expect that one?
I'm scheduled to come back to NERP at its next meeting, which I think is in October. They asked I presented at the NERP board meeting in this month, and they asked that I reach out to the appointed members of the other 3 boards that haven't met in quite a long time to gauge their interest in serving on a combined board and to invite them to the October board meeting. But the NERP board was very supportive of the combining all of the retirement boards that exist in code. And they just want to make sure we do that outreach and give anyone that's currently on a board the opportunity to continue to serve because they want them to do that.
Got it.
So I would say it would be probably beginning of November before we bring it. I just need direction from NERP.
Okay. All right.
Great. Unfortunately, unless I put it in send, I am not finding my list. There were a number of council requests. I can send those out to the group following, unless you want to go over the ones you got down, Mayor. It was in my drafts folder, and somehow I think the draft email to Krista was deleted. I deleted it.
Actually, I only had a couple from Kim, so I might be it just regarding. Oh, wait. No, actually, that was for member's choice. So actually, I didn't write any down from this past.
I wrote a number down, but they were, it was a series related to, it was based on member rights, original request for, a grant program, but there were a number of questions that Chelsea, Kim, and maybe Joe asked. I'll find that email, but they were all related to that one discussion.
Okay, so I wrote down about the grant, the 501c3s and creating grant vouchers, cold weather vouchers, but it didn't sound like we had, to me, it sounded like it was creating a grant. So I didn't write down the entire conversation. So yeah, Shawn, if you could just send them out to council members, that'll be good.
Okay.
Perfect. All right. Anything else from you, Shawn?
Not I.
Anything else from you, city attorney or staff?
Yes, I did have one. The under Fair Campaign Practices Act, City Council can adopt a resolution in support of the GO bond ballot question. Would you
Mhm.
like for me to draft one?
Ooh, Joe, how do you feel about that? I know that we haven't always done that. I would like one, but do we have a timing on that, Tamara?
I would suggest you adopt it before the November 5th election, or perhaps,
Well,
or not adopt it, consider it. Maybe
no, I
before
just
the
meant by like
ballot's sent out.
September. Like, do we have to do it before September 6th? I guess was my question.
Oh, no,
Okay.
the timing is completely within your discretion, but
Okay.
I would say before the ballots get mailed would be an
Yeah.
appropriate time to consider it.
Okay, that might be an item that I want to bring up during Mayor's Choice. But Joe, did you want to weigh in?
Yeah, I would just say try to see if something council wants to do during Mayor's Choice. Yeah.
That's I'll add that to an item for Mayor's Choice, city attorney.
Sounds good. That's all
All
I
right,
had.
thank you for that. Anything from staff?
I have one thing. On September 3rd, we don't have any study sessions. We do have an executive session planned that night. Just wanted to see if you guys wanted to start at 7 or consider having the executive session at 6.
If we're
Kicking off
able,
that.
I would like to start at 6 with the executive session, but can you follow up with Dan to find out if that conversation would only take an hour?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Perfect. So yeah, let's just check with Dan before we make that change, and I could bring it up during Mayor's Choice on Tuesday night. So, all right. Anything else from you, Mayor Pro Tem?
Just the on the parking lot, get the discussion about ranked choice voting as a study session at some point relative
That's right.
future.
Yeah, thanks for that.
I'll just add, Stephanie Carlisle, city clerk, and I were emailing about that yesterday, and we would propose a kind of a 3-part study session, one from an outside expert on ranked choice voting, just to describe exactly what it is and how it works. Then Clerk Carlisle present on costs and other cities' experiences and what the process would be for implementation. And then I present on what the law is in Colorado on it.
Okay.
And options for implementation. It appears that we could propose a charter amendment, or it also appears that we could adopt it by an ordinance to give it to try it out. And then if it didn't work, we could revoke that ordinance. So that's what we would propose, and we asked Shawn to weigh in and provide some input on that.
Yeah, that seems to cover all the bases. So no, that sounds good. Okay.
Sounds good.
Perfect. All right. Anything else, Mayor Pro Tem?
Nope.
Great. Perfect. All right. With that, everyone, that concludes today's Mayor Manager meeting. Everyone have a great day.
You too.
See y'all.
Thanks, everyone.
You too.
Bye-bye.